My name is Janis Dubreuil. I am a project manager and partner at Allan Construction.
I'm Daniel Turcotte. I'm a carpenter and I work for Allan Construction.
Allan Construction is a general contractor. We specialize in commercial and industrial. We do all of our own concrete work, all of our own earthworks, road building, underground utilities. We work all throughout the province of Saskatchewan. We've been in business for 28 years and we are locally owned. We employ carpenters and heavy-duty mechanics. We also have operators on staff that we train in-house.
Okay, well, as a carpenter, I do all carpenter things that you'll learn through apprenticeship. Framing, concrete, finish work. Currently, I'm doing a renovation in the north end where we are doing drywall, steel stud framing, painting, flooring, everything like that. Typically, I'll be running a crew. As a carpenter, generally you'll have laborers under you and apprentices, and you do a lot of leading and a lot of hands-on work to show apprentices what they need to be doing and what they're expected to be doing. Most of the time, I'm not leaving site. I have to stay with the workers and make sure that they're working safe as well. Safety is a big aspect of the job.
It's exciting to always see the different things that you do every day. Every day is a little bit of a different day. It's not a routine job where you do the same thing typically over and over. Usually every day there's something new and exciting happening on the sites. You're on different projects, you're working for different owners, and it's extremely rewarding at the end of the day to see the project that you've done and taking pride in what you've done. It's, again, a very rewarding career for individuals that are looking to get into it.
Most of the activities we're doing can range quite vastly. I mean, one day we could be digging a hole with equipment, the next day we're forming concrete with wood and then pouring the concrete in it and finishing it. So personally, I enjoy the finishing aspect of carpentry. There's a lot more pride in it. Usually when you finish something, you're being quite meticulous with it and you're making it pleasant to the eye, and you're generally handing it over to a customer who is going to enjoy that. A lot of the time we're doing concrete, so even having to do the finish work on the concrete is a pride thing as well. So to hand that concrete over to a customer, may it be an industrial customer who needs a slab in a warehouse, or could be a residential customer where you're doing a driveway and you're making that look nice, because they're going to see that every day. And you have to take pride in that. So, well, with high school students, a lot of the time they don't know what they're going to do. That's how it was for me, and that's how it is for a lot of the younger laborers that we get in high school, is that they don't know what they want to do, so they want to find something in the meantime. Like, they might be going to university, they might not be, but for me, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I did want to go to university, but I didn't have the funds to do it. So right after high school, I became a laborer and worked hard during the summer, and I think I was working a part-time job at the theater as well, and I had never seen so much money before, where I was getting a full-time paycheck as a laborer in construction and I had the part-time job. And the carpenters would be asking me, like, are you going to sign up? Are you going to sign up? And I was like, well, I don't know what I want to do yet. And I had that mentality for probably 2-3 years. When the carpenter started asking me, I should have just signed up, because that was 3 years that I wasted, that I could have become a carpenter, made more money, and then possibly saved to go to university or do something else. But I finally did sign up, and I enjoyed it so much that, I stuck with it. So now I have a house, a family, and it's been good. It can really support your life. So
we look for hard workers, team players, individuals that are eager to learn, they're wanting to learn, they're excited about the carpentry and construction industry.
Most of the physical activity we got in high school was, maybe gym one period during the day. And I played sports and I went to the gym, but being a laborer was kind of a different side of things, because I was working all day, working with my hands, working outside, staying fit, because one day, you could be hauling around lumber to digging holes, stripping formwork, and it just, some days I'd get home and I'd just be bagged, but I stayed fit, and usually when you're working outside you can get a tan at the same time. So as a young guy, it was nice. And it became very rewarding because the first site that I was on was a very large site. There was a lot of workers on it, and we ended up having a big team there. And coming from a team mentality, playing sports as a kid, I really thrived in that, because working with others as a team to get something done is very enjoyable. Once I signed up through my apprenticeship, I was still basically a laborer, still a lot of hard work, and every once in a while I'd be able to work with a carpenter and he would teach me some of the tricks of the trade because I was an apprentice now. And it didn't take too long, maybe a couple months, and then I went to school. Went to school for 7 weeks to get my first year of apprenticeship. And it mainly involved concrete work, safety, tools and materials, stuff like that. And that was a nice accomplishment once I was through that. I was able to go back to work with a little notch ticked on my belt, and I was a second year after that. And that just repeated over the course of 4 years. You can go multiple times during the year, but I chose to go once a year. And every year I'd learn something new, and just through the experience of working and then going to school for 7 weeks, it created a variety of experience for me. Then finally in the end, it's nerve-wracking, but the interprovincial exam came up and passed that, and then it was an even larger notch I could put on my belt. And it was one of the bigger accomplishments in my life to be able to get that done, because it is difficult. And every time you complete a year, you gain a little more responsibility on site as well. So it's kind of a tier system, and it helps you go places. You get that feeling of bettering yourself, and I think that's what life is really all about, is being able to better yourself and feel accomplished through it.
There's great opportunities for every individual out there in the trade and construction industry. The trades are a fantastic career. They're not just a job, they are a career. They provide lots of opportunities for individuals as they're wanting to get into this industry.
And the apprenticeship really did that for me. And once I had my carpentry ticket, it's a journey person ticket. It helps you journey. You take it with you, and no one can ever take it away from you. The company that I signed up with, and I was quite surprised, is they would pay for me to go to school. It made it very easy. It's kind of like having parents that have a savings account to send you to university, and that's what my company did for me. It's only 7 weeks during the year to go to school, and then the rest of the time you're working and you're making money. So that was very intriguing for me. It was very much of an opportunity to be able to work and go to school at the same time.
I've always said and really stressed that, again, construction is not always just a trade of a carpenter, electrician, a plumber. There is some other fantastic careers out there between safety and quality control and assurance and IT. So there is some great opportunities for everybody.
So apprenticeship is kind of a tier system. So every time you do finish a year, you end up getting a raise when you come back. And that's really nice because you can plan for the future. You're going to be making a little bit more money the next year, and you start thinking about that more. So it helps you to build your life in a way. Even during my apprenticeship, I was able to save up enough money for a down payment on a house. I got married, and then I got my carpentry ticket. So right after that, I was making carpentry wage, and I was pretty much set. You can almost say that you're set for life after that.
And I would always stress, finish high school, take all of your maths. Math is important, and it's a skill that's used every day on the job site. While you're still in high school, I would also say look at and work with the SIEC and try to participate and attend some of the programs that they have between boot camp, summer youth internship program, just to see the different opportunities that are out there to try and find something that interests you. When you're done high school and you found a company to work for, ask them if you can get indentured into the skilled trades program there, whatever it is that you're looking for, whether it again be carpentry, mechanics, electrical. Again, there's some great opportunities. You just have to sign up and then take the opportunities when school comes. Take that opportunity and go to school. Don't pass it up.
I recommend the trades to anybody who likes to work hard, work as a team, likes to work with their hands and create something that they can be proud of, because that's one of the most enjoyable parts of it is being able to create something that, you know, maybe it'll only last 20 years, some things maybe last 100 years, but you'll have a part in that, and just to be able to manifest something from your creation is just second to none.